here is our grounding bag. We saw these happen a lot when we were like new into trauma recovery, and we always thought that's a cool idea, but we had no idea what to put in it, and we just didn't have the mechanisms of how to make the stuff in it help. Now we do. So it's really cute. That's important because then our kids like it and want to hold it, and it's really compact so we can take it most places, and it's got a cute little hedgehog that I can stim with, and it's scented so you can use sensory grounding, and it's so cute. And then inside it has super useful things. So it has these pencils, so they're like water soluble, and then one of these travel brushes that you put water in, and then you can just use it. So then behind there it's got some watercolor paper, an old kids book that was one of our favorites, and then all of this side is like some headphones, wires, charger for that old thing, so we always have music even if our phone like dies. A little bag of lavender so we can like ground through the senses, so we've got like every sense going here. We got a laminated emotions wheel, which actually an emotion sensations wheel, so this helps you to understand like what's happening in your body and feel it somatically, and it teaches you like what everything is. So like tender could be from embarrassed, or blushing could be from unwanted, the unsteady could be from unwanted, there's like overlap here. Slow heaviness could be lonely, could be depressed, you know, like it tells you how it physically feels, and then it links it to what it could be in an emotion. And then we've got loads of different physical grounding things. So we've got like little dinosaurs. These dinosaurs make us really happy because we did not have them when we were kids and we wanted them, and then Ryan bought us them, and we have pots of dinosaurs. Yeah, and then we also got like a Tangle fidget toy. We got like one of the button pressy fidget toys. So we got like loads and loads of different fidget toys and physical things, and music and the lavender and stuff. So we got like stuff that we can physically use to ground to come back into the body. And then once we're like physically in the body and we can like use art and stuff to help us process, we can get the cognitive mind online, then we can do stuff like read, look at picture books. And we have this, which is a booklet of stuff we've collated through the years of stuff that's been most helpful, and it's ordered in a way so that it helps us deal with stuff like in order, because we couldn't deal with cognitive beliefs and stuff if we're in a flashback. So first it's 13 steps to managing flashbacks, which is from the CPTSD survival guide. I think we have a video about this on our channel that goes through what this is. And then mindfulness meditation, so we go through like the physical how to do this. Progressive muscle relaxation exercise, so all this stuff is like to help the body, which will get the cognitive brain online, which will make reading and doing these things easier as we go. Then this is like a longer progressive muscle relaxation if we want it. Body scan script, which is a way of like another sort of type of mindfulness that helps you to just get into your body. All these things are really important because trauma is stored in the body. And also if we get into the body, into the present moment, using these skills, using mindfulness, we can't be pulled forwards into catastrophizations about what might happen and panic. We can't be pulled backwards into flashbacks. It helps keep us in the present, in our body, in the moment. And then the emotions can actually physically metabolize through us. And then our cognitive brain that was probably switched off if we're in that like state of crisis will slowly come back online. So it's really important. Activities for processing emotions, suggested activities for if we can't think clearly, processing emotions with like intention, connect, embrace, strategy, modalities, coping skills. So then there's different ideas and diversion ideas and social support ideas and coping skills in case somebody doesn't know these things when they run or can't think of them at the time. And then list of generic negative and positive beliefs, so we can work out if we're having thoughts like this, like negative self-limiting beliefs are like responsibility, thinking like I am something wrong, and you might think I'm a bad person, I'm terrible. Positive beliefs are I deserve love, I'm a good and loving person, I'm fine as I am. Like, so if we're really stressed about a situation and it's starting to ascribe a meaning to us, that's because these core beliefs are going off, and this helps us to identify them, to go, oh look, these are just going off, and we can use the positive side for counter affirmations to help to change those beliefs over time by repeating the counter affirmations in difficult moments over the negative beliefs. And also we can identify that they're distorted and just be like, oh, that's not true, literally. Then here's how we dispute irrational beliefs, which is a smart tool. We turn it into a question. So the irrational belief is, I'm a failure, I mess up everything, I'm ugly, and we question it by being like, do I fail at everything? And you can probably find some evidence for something you haven't failed at, even in that moment where it's really hard to think of counter evidence. And then a rational belief would be, I may have failed this time, but I can always try again. And you just sort of go through it like that. Then this is a longer, common irrational beliefs, which has things like demands, like must, have to, ought to, the worst thing ever, putting things in like really black and white, high stakes words, like saying this is the worst thing in the world. And helps you to sort of work out what irrational beliefs are going off, which makes it really relaxing. Like our shoulders drop when we go through those, because we're like, oh, the way the world looks so horrible right now and everything looks doomed is just irrational beliefs going off because I'm probably in a flashback state, which we've helped deal with already by all the physical grounding stuff and the mindfulness. And then like sometimes it's not linear and you have to go in and out. Like we might need to pause reading these because it might start extending us into that state again, and like do some more grounding stuff and some art. But this is how we change it over time and in the moment as well. Then this is how we dispute irrational beliefs, and it goes on for a while with loads of examples. And then non-violent communication skills. So you phrase stuff as like, I notice, I feel, I need, and then your need, like, could you please? So that helps us to work out how to communicate to each other and safe others in the moment. And it all just fits nice and safe inside our grounding bag, which is so cute.